What's up, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast. We talk the latest and greatest cybersecurity news, as well as now like the voltage shakes and live celebators. So we both cover to the other side of our new Firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, as always, we're joined by Shantans.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? And Kazaka.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? So, if you're not already, please go back to listen to some Monday to Zero topics. Today is the Wednesday discussion, and then Thursday will be Ask the CIs. Some other type of episode, I guess, because trying to kind of diversify the segments, and I don't want to have to record on Monday and then have my episode by Thursday, because then it doesn't always work out very well. I don't want to give the people I ever do as much time reviewing for the sound as do it and latest as possible. So that'll probably be next week, and that'll be Mr. Misha Odo from Sans Institute. And then Fridays, everything else. Always books, games, all that good stuff. We'll talk about what we've been doing, talk about what I did for my birthday, and all that. So without further ado, I'll do the chat.
All right, everybody. So this article comes from kcrg.com, right? It's written by Libby Randall. And the title of this one is Cybersecurity Experts and Law Enforcement Warn of Latest Social Media Scams, right? So we've seen this before when it comes to social media scams and usually preying on the elderly, right? This one, not so much preying on elderly, but they're preying on compassion, right? So what they're doing is they'll put this post out, right, talking about, hey, usually it involves young children. These young children have been hurt and things are going on. Please bump this, make sure everybody knows what's going on here. And what ends up happening is more and more people start sharing this, right? Their compassion kicks in, they start sharing this. But what happens is they start embedding these links that are nefarious, right? It may not be what you think they are in here. It's not just a matter of, because people want to click on a link, right? Like they see this, they're like, oh, I'm going to share this. Let me see what this will do. Will I donate money to the popular thing is the GoFundMe's now, right? Like if these children need help or whatever, how can I contribute to it? I don't have much, but I can give 10, 15, 20 bucks, whatever it may be. But that's how you get your data stolen, right? Which is worth way more than what you're trying to give out there, right? Because the fact that they can steal your data and then open up credit cards in your name, start buying boats and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Like that's the worst part of this, is that these scams are getting very advanced and they're getting more and more difficult to pick out, right? Like there are sometimes I get emails where I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure this is not legit, and I got to look at it a little bit longer than what I used to. Like it used to be like, yep, scam. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, what does my spam folder even do anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting stuff that's just making it to my inbox. So I'm like, all right, let me mark this as junk. You know what I mean? Like it's because they're getting better at this, right? And technology is allowing it to get better. We spoke about it a couple episodes ago when it came to like AI and how it makes things look more legit. It is getting that way, right? But this scam, these cybersecurity experts are discussing not falling for these types of things, right? Because everyone wants to believe they're a good person, right? Even when they're not, right? Or maybe this is the way they feel like they're a good person when they know they're not, right? They're like, this is my good thing I'm gonna do, right? But you got to be mindful of these scams, right? So if you get something from someone, it's just like, hey, bump this, share this, whatever it may be mindful of what is going on with that. It could very well be a scam. It may not even be legit, right? Like they'll show like a picture of something of like a young child, but like again with AI, they'll have like cuts and bruises on them, and it looks so legitimate when it isn't. But they are trying. I'm not gonna say it's always the case, but there are people out there for nefarious reasons. They're trying to get your information, right? So just this is worth. There should be more education on things like this. Like we had this article, right? But this is like the site we got it from is a local news place, you know what I mean? It's a local new acrg.com, which is an ABC affiliate, but it's not national, right? Like this is not on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, or anything like that. But you need to get more widespread distribution to see these types of things, right? I guess the way you would do that would be to put it on social media, right? So it's like you spread the message on the medium that you're trying to warn people about. I guess I don't know. That's how news travels these days, right? That's how people get a lot of their news, just through social media. But no, we gotta I understand people want to have compassion. I understand that people have compassion, but be careful out there, folks, because they are gunning for you, and they know the heartstrings to pull. You know what I mean, to get your information, and that's what's happening with this. But Chris, what's your thoughts on this?
First thoughts to me was really for social media. This really highlights the importance of private social media accounts, right? So, and certain websites. So let's say like Instagram, right? If you've got a private account, or maybe it's set by default, but people that you aren't connected friends or whatever with, you shouldn't be able to receive their messages instantly, right? You should have to go through an extra layer of, hey, look, these are messages from people that you aren't connected with. So there's that, right? So there should, at least I think that's a default option nowadays for Facebook even. But I don't know, because my stuff is as private as possible, right? I definitely recommend practicing private browsing when it comes to, or private settings when it comes to social media. And then essentially as well, I like you were saying, I don't think it's fairly new. I'm I'm not trying to sound rightly or anything, but like virtue signaling, that's the whole thing, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna go share something to give awareness, but also, hey, look, it's highlighting myself as, hey, I'm a good person, I'm sharing something, but really you're just sharing something, you're not doing anything good. But in that sense, right, I think there are a lot of links out there. There are a lot of like the people of those random videos of an animal being hurt, right? I just saw one the other day. It was kind of sad about with a lion, right? It was like barely walking because it had a horn stuck in its leg. But there were links. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna click on that. Like, yeah, I don't care if it looks like it's from a legit website. Like, they're like, link in the comments. How about no? I'm not linking. I'm like, I'm like clicking. Let's stop. I'm not. But again, it all comes down to, I like to look at the URL. Does the link look legit? Is the website coming from an authoritative figure? Is it from an authoritative news site, right? And you know, look for those cues, right? The training should be done, I think it should be done in elementary school. What's a cyber attack? That's how early we need to start looking at implementing safety training for, at least the general populace, in my opinion. I'm sure somebody out there is like, that costs too much taxpayer money, but whatever, man. Somebody's gonna complain about everything. And then really with safe browsing, right? Just ensure that you're not clicking on anything malicious, URLs, things like that. And it's half the battle. And then last thing, I forgot to mention this, trust nothing. The whole zero trust thing is, you should always be aware of any link. Like, is this legit? Even if it's coming from a legitimate website, is this legit? Give it a few seconds. Think about it before you click it. Think before you click. Isn't that a thing? That's all I got.
Now you heard line, but I've never heard think before you click before. So you might have some. You should hurry up and train on in the first little sound and stuff.
Okay, yeah. The other side of the firewall. Think before you click.
There it is. But yeah. So speaking of trust, I need you to trust me and subscribe. I need you to get to 500 by June.
Okay.
1,000 by the end of the year. That's what we're going for on YouTube. But where if you subscribe, please share us with your friends. Share our articles, our newsletters, all that good stuff. You other side Firewall, the other side FW, or Ask the SSD. But in all seriousness, or not, every time you guys start talking, I don't hear the music. Was it like Sarah McLachlan or whatever? Like they sing the sad music with the puppies.
Puppies?
Yeah, the end of the year.
An angel.
So we're gonna get copyright struck because y'all sang it so well. No, but in all seriousness, like, it's a genius. What do? You start a post, you make it go viral, and then you switch on people and you put in the track door, things of that nature. So and they're really playing on the algorithm because what we're told when we start doing social media posts and stuff like that is you don't edit first hour. So first hour you put the post out there, even if it's a typo or whatever, you leave it alone or you delete it. You never edit because the algorithm will search it out because of things like this. But once you start to go viral, then there's no real stopping the algorithm because people were sharing at that point. So it's ingenious. The hard part is getting stuff to go viral. Like these people are in the wrong business or the right business, right? Because they found a way to be, profitable, steal people's identities and things of that nature. But teach me. how to make these go viral. Cause yeah, like to get your post up that high, to even get this ball rolling, this domino effect going, is talent in itself. And then once it starts to go, it's that machine. It's not stop. So, and at that point, people start to jump on the bandwagon and they will try out the video too, because all it has like 10K hits, or like Cat Williams, like 50 million hits. Oh, let's check that out. And then Shannon Sharp had dropped some malicious link in there, because even though he's a hacker, right? He could roll like a good portion of the population, because everyone would watch Cat Williams video. So just think of it in that regard. Like once the poster's fine, it's steamrolls. But no, again, ingenious. Like the things they figure out, right, to steal people and to scam people is pretty crazy. So like Chris said, trust woman. Like always double check. I don't even like, but I get emails from even legitimate ones from my bank or whomever. I'm paying like streaming services. I don't even click. I don't even click links. I don't even hover over them to see if you're right anymore. I just go straight to the website. Like that's just nothing. So I reported phishing Satcom HR one time. It was pretty funny. Because I was like, this, like, you should want name. Like, this generic, you know? And they were like, that was us. Please don't report this one as phishing, or we'll be better than we as generic as the last one. So you just have to be very cautious. Again, be hyper vigilant. And I can't remember if it was Shannon or Chris, but when it comes to the training side, I know that's Shannon's forte, right? But he's teaching people our in our age group. So what is happening? Like I think it was Chris, like in schools. So when I went to my science school for the great teach off, for the great teaching event, I can't remember what it was called, but they're like, what can parents bring in stuff, right? You know, talking about phishing attacks and things of that nature, at pictures from Roblox. The kids are new, right? Because they see that iconography in Roblox, you see it in Fortnite. So they're already teaching kids how to do this. My three now are the elderly, right? Because they're aged out, so they're not in the workforce anymore. So you don't have the shadows of the world teaching them how to stay safe. And then they're not kids. The kids are getting it from their games, right? They're already being educated at a very early age. You know, these people who are, let's say, in their, because what was a living communities like 55 and up. So people were in their 60, 65, who don't really check all our computers. And now they've upgraded to their jitterbugs, to their iPhones. Like they're fine target. I don't teach them not to click these links or to jump on these posts. Like they just go along with everybody else, right? Like grandma's on TikTok now. And that's where it stands from. So
So and Chris, to what you were talking about, right? Like teaching kids at a younger age, like they're getting a little better about it, right? Like, so I taught my daughter's Girl Scout troop about some cybersecurity things, like don't press these things, don't do this when you have your parents' phone or their laptop or their MacBook or whatever. And this is like 6 to 8 year olds, you know what I mean? So like they're getting better about making these things mandatory for this generation, because the generation that they're coming up in, like we were not exposed to this as early as they were. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying.
yeah. So definitely see the twins throughout the week. I thought this was a really good discussion. Tune in to the previous one and the next one to come, right? So like you don't have to listen all week. If you have a specific day you want to listen, go ahead and do that as well. My favorite episode seems to be our most popular. It's the most non-cyber related thing in the world. Just talking about movies, books, things of that nature. So tune in for all this stuff if you can. Or if you only click one, please subscribe and click the bell or whatever on that one. So you can do and then hit up our newsletters. Every week we roll everything up called the Weekly Rundown, where it's all of our topics in short form that have links to the full articles with the embedded video and audio. So it's a one-stop shop. Definitely check that out. On LinkedIn, on Medium, it goes by the Weekly Rundown. And then on websites, they go by our name, either the other side of the Firewall, the other side of the FW, or Ask the Cybersecurity. We have episodes again Monday through Friday. Check out Thursdays. Last one was 10 10 tips for starting on podcast, right? So it's a little bit different. I still talk about cyber stuff in it, but it's just the things I've learned in the past 3.5 years. They help you kind of accelerate your ability to start your podcast. So definitely check it out. It's articles, videos, audio, all that good stuff. And then next week, For the week after, it'll be Delisha Hodo. She is from Sam's Institute, so definitely check it out. We'll talk about opportunities for women, minorities, and veterans to jump to cybersecurity through the SANS. This is a great institution. By the way. And then hit me up personally at RYRYSecurity. That's RYRYSecurity. You can find me on LinkedIn, Clubhouse, Threads, Twitter, TikTok, all the places. But LinkedIn is my primary social media. And then where can I find you, Chris?
You can find me on LinkedIn and Chris.
There it is. Stay safe, stay secure.